Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today we are going to speak something that is very trending in today's world and something that is, very popular. So that is the role of AI, ML, NLP modeling in healthcare. So there are various AI based techniques, machine learning, natural language processing that is being taken into account and being used very often. And also we have seen various networking various tools, pharmacoinformatic tools, like we have different neural networks, knn, cnn, convolutional neural network, k neural network, rnn. So basically we all have used somewhere or the other in our life chat gpt. GPT stands for generative pre-trained transformer. Chat GPT is extremely useful tool. Like people say that people rely and all, but if you use it efficiently, it's gonna help you and assist you a lot. So if I talk about the different language learning models and how is prompt engineering useful nowadays, this term prompt engineering is very important. Prompt hota kya hai? The input that you give to a particular generative form. So suppose if I'm typing something, what is the capital of India? So there will be what is the capital of there if I type anything, right? So what is the financial capital? There will be a particular output that will be generated. So prompts are the inputs that you give. Now those inputs need to be very specific. There are different kinds of prompts: direct prompts, prompts within prompts, indirect prompts that are being useful. But these languaging tools are quite biased. There are gender bias, there is socioeconomic bias, there are financial bias, there are different kinds of bias. We'll speak about that furthermore. So this is what is basically we are going to learn, and how generative AI can transform the future of healthcare and in which fields, right from clinical trials up to the drug development process, to the diagnostic, to the medical device development, to the pharmacological tools, to the natural product processing, right from the chemistry synthesis up to the different kinds of pharmacy practice and clinical pharmacy and clinical research techniques. It has been integrated everywhere. So how is it being integrated, and what are the different characteristics of those prompts that we give? We are going to have a look at that. So prompts can be descriptive, instructional, exploratory, comparative, creative, analytical, scenario based, and feedback based. So if you want to seek feedback or opinions on a particular topic, like if you want to know about the SWOT analysis, strength, weakness, opportunity, threats. Next is scenario based. It is basically critical thinking skills and the how problem solving skills. Analytical prompts, it encourages analytical thinking. Creative prompts like generating assays, protocols, or principles, or something like that. Comparative, to have a comparative analysis, we have comparative clinical trials, we have decentralized clinical trials, basket trials, and all. Similarly, there are comparative prompts where you can compare two particular groups to particular things. Exploratory, whereby exploration of a particular topic is being encouraged. Instructional, you specify specific instructions that ChatGPT, you are an efficient tool and have been useful in generating a lot of different protocols. Can you please design protocol for me for performing XYZ essays in order to estimate the oxidative stress? So this is a particular prompt that I've given. Rather than simply writing, give me the oxidative stress different protocols, it might not be able to, access and process that. So the algorithms and syntax is very critical, right from the playground AI to the different kinds of syntax that are involved, right? Python and all, SAS. So you might not be able to, process that, the generative AI. So sometimes you need to be very specific and be very detailed and elaborative with your prompts. That might produce better outputs, better results, generally, right? So these are the different kinds of prompts that you will be, dealing with. And if I talk about the role of AI, ML, NLP in pharmaceutical companies, because nowadays pharmaceutical companies need to expand. There are consultancy companies, there are pharma companies that are also getting into consultancy. There are different kinds of CROs, contract research organizations, and all. So, right from the market access to the promotional strategy, marketing strategy, to have a good ROI, return on investment, to have a competitive edge over others for a better collaborations, better management, change plan, change transfer, to have a potential idea of the risk assessment analysis, root cause analysis, to have a market forecasting, predictive analytics, forecasting, modeling, competitive intelligence, business intelligence, market intelligence. All these things can be incorporated, in particular when pharmaceutical companies, because you have a lot of different marketing channels, intermediaries involved, a lot of different revenue streams from which the data is generated, from which the revenue is generated. So in order to have an appropriate workflow, you can use this particular prompt engineering or AI ML NLP tools specifically. And if I talk about this is standard format of how what is a good prompt. Who am I? What do you want AI to be? So AI, suppose if I'm mentioning AI is a master of generating assays. Who do you want AI to be? You want it to be an assay generator, protocol generator. What is the task? To generate a assay protocol for oxidative stress. How do you want the output to be? The protocol should be small enough and should be able to carry it out in a laboratory. How then the output is intended for what kind of audience? This is optional. You can have a, for the audience at the educational level, institutional level, research level, scale up for if you're performing the pharmaceutical and formulation, DOE, QBD, something. So at a scale up for the pilot scale, pivotal scale studies and all. So you can be, just mold the particular prompt. And these are different terminologies, the prompts. So you should be very specific with your terminologies. Like they should be very industry specific so that it can, it extracts data from the articles. So if you put some good words, keywords, those can be very, very, very useful. Analogies like comparing the blood sugar levels to something, anything which can be useful in the diabetes management. You can use all of these things. You can also, if there are any statements, idioms, quotes, you can always back up your data with statistics, because statistical data like prevalence, epidemiological studies, you can have those data. And finally, you can have some clarifying questions, because sometimes when you give a prompts, the AI asks you something clarifying or preliminary questions, and so that it can, cater down the funnel, the filter for you and bring a good data. So these are different tools that are based upon this. We have Google Bard, we have Microsoft Copilot, we have Gemini, that's same as Bard. Claude.ai is also really good. I have tried it. You all must try that. It's Perplexity, ChatGPT. Besides this, we have Jasper for content creation, market analysis, and all. Copy AI for block contents, those who do blocking very often. Chatsonic for assisting with task organizing and all. Replica for a personal and focused conversational and emotional approach. Character AI for conversational manner. So, nowadays people are even earning money from this character AI. They generate different characters, AI characters and all, and they earn a lot of money, because sometimes for, some people are not good speakers, so they have very good content. So for those speakers, they need somebody to speak. So these AI tools, with the help of these tools, there can be a good speech or good, voice over. So that is also quite one of the parts of the character AI that you can be using. And there are different types of bias. There is, I've mentioned already, cultural bias, age, like there is segmentation of product, like demographic, geographic, psychographic, behavioral. Similarly, there are different biases: age bias, geographical bias, cultural bias, racial bias, gender bias. And then there are furthermore more biases like religious biases, commercial biases, like most common companies are being involved into this. And along with this, there can be like ideological and as well as political bias involved, so that you can have a, it is aligning to the particular ideologies or particular perspectives. Now, when we talk about the AI and what can it do in healthcare, so firstly, precision medicine or personalized healthcare. Nowadays, we all have been knowing the principle of stratified medicine, how important a personalized nutrition, personalized omics. Omics is now gaining a lot of importance. Proteomics, microbiomics, metabolomics, transcriptomics, genomics. Then we have different pandemic surveillances, we have digital twins, virtual health coaching. These are just some of the glimpses of the sea. Then it can have potential opportunities in biology and drug discovery. So right from the preclinical to clinical translational approach for target validation, hit identification, lead finding, for protein-protein interaction. We have network pharmacology where co-KEG analysis, cytoscape, string database, a lot of different things can be used. Predictive toxicology, in vitro, in vivo toxicology, pharmacol, PKPD parameters, Swiss ADME, ADMET tox, ToxMet, the different kinds of software that are available. For blood-brain barrier permeability, there are different software. There is Trojan horse techniques. So many different things that are available right now. We just need to have different biomarkers can be identified. Different PKPD studies or PKPD modeling nowadays is very PBPK modeling, biopharmaceutics, pharmacokinetic modeling for real-time data visualization. Then there are trials, forecast, and chatbots available. So there are different tools in which you can. So I've done my completion and certificate of AI in healthcare. So I would suggest you all to just do this certificate, because it's really good. You can have like in 2 hours or so, And thank you so much everybody for watching the video. I'll bring more such videos for you all. Just do like, share, subscribe my channel for more such upcoming vlogs.